Well, it's time to get those phones out and open up your camera because we have a QR code coming your way. Today on Design Time with Tri-City Furniture, you can scan the code right on your screen as you watch to get linked directly to more information about today's topic. So get that camera pointed at the screen and get ready. Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is Design Time. We are here at Tri-City Furniture at Kathy Kilbourn's store. Thank you for inviting us here. Appreciate it. Okay, so living rooms come in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, they do.
What do we need to do when we start thinking about decorating in a living room?
If you're going to do the whole room, and that's what's happening, maybe you move to a different house and you're going to put this new room together, it's really important to consider the size, the walk spaces, the windows, and instead of buying furniture pieces and then finding out they didn't fit, it would probably be better to start with a plan. Okay. And so I brought a couple here just to show you, but we'll actually design out the space and actually put in different combinations of furniture. Maybe a sofa would work, maybe a sectional would work, and see how it fits where you walk into the space, if the TV will work. So it's important to start with a plan. Just like if you were building the house, you would start with a blueprint. It's much easier to move furniture around in the floor plan than to try to move it in your house, find out it doesn't fit, and then start again.
Okay, so what piece would help us determine where to start?
When you're putting a room together, you start with the largest and you go to the smallest. Okay, so we don't want to work around an ottoman or a picture because it's really difficult to make those other things really work with it. Now, we might keep those pieces in mind, but really you want to start with your sofa, the color, the personality, and that narrows down everything else that you pick. So your style is determined, and it makes it easier to put the rest of it together.
Is the depth of the piece important?
Absolutely.
Talk to us about that.
So we've talked about narrow rooms. The depth is really important, and today American manufacturers actually offer a variety of depths. So this sofa we're sitting on is actually 35 inches deep, but I have another sofa over there, it's 40 inches. If you have a narrow room, that 5 inches can make a big difference in your amount of space because you're just losing it off the floor. Now, if you have a large room, it's not as important. Imported furniture, I think they think we have giant houses. Everyone has a giant house. So a lot of that furniture is really deep, harder to sit in for a lot of shorter people, but it's just big.
You feel like you're being swallowed up. I know I've been at places like that. So large spaces, the spaces can usually accommodate large sectionals. Now talk to us about narrow spaces. Can they?
Well, narrow spaces, we can do smaller sectionals, so they can definitely work. And again, if you're putting a room together in small spaces, the least amount of pieces, you eliminate clutter. In large places, large rooms, you're going to be able to use a different concept of space and pieces because you have more space. And it's really important to accommodate things. So we have narrow recliners that are 30 inches, and we have recliners that are 40 inches. 10 inches makes a big difference if your room is small. So it really is important, the scale of furniture. And when we see how a room scale is, we can help with knowing that the sofa can be a little larger, or if we need to put a really narrow arm on it so we don't waste space. And I should point out that sofas vary in length, usually by the arm, not by the seat. Everyone comes in and measures the seat, and the sofa can look small and the seat is still long. But the variable of length comes because there's arms that are very narrow, and then there's big rolled arms that take up a lot of extra space.
But Kathy, I love it what you said. Start with a plan. Thank you. So always have a plan.
And if you don't do the whole plan, at least you'll get to the right place in the end.
Okay, we'll start with our plan. Thank you, Kathy, for inviting us here to Tri-City Furniture. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Design Time.